what you do. Give it all to you. And trust the process to keep your eyes on the prize. I can tell you what I'm seeing. You can have it if you dream it. Just be brave and you'll achieve it all. It all. I wanna know if you really want it. And if you do, then just shout it loud and clear. I wanna know if you really need it. And if you do, then just shout it loud and clear. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Shout it loud and clear. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Shout it loud and clear.
That's the extended version, folks. All right. Okay, I get a little feedback here. Let me see if I can find out what the problem is. Give me a second here. I'm not really sure why we are getting this feedback here. Let's try this. Is that better? Okay. Oh man, sometimes technology gets away from me. So, all right. Good evening, folks. Welcome to another edition here of DayTradeSPY.com's Week in Review, Introduction to Options Trading. My name is Hugh, and it is Sunday, July the 14th, 2024. Good to have you all here, folks. A lot of people online, still a lot of people joining us. So come on in, gang. Good to have you all here. Whoa, look at all the names here. Beautiful summer evening here, middle of July. Beautiful Western New York here. And hope it is where you are too. Yeah, a tornado come through here a couple days ago, but should be okay now. I hope you didn't get caught in that. Anyway, all right, folks, give me a couple seconds to read this disclaimer. It's just a standard disclaimer that we have to present to you, so make sure that you fully understand that you alone are responsible for all your own trading, and past performance does not guarantee future results. I'll give you a few seconds to read this. All right. All right, I think you got it. You got it. You understand, right? Okay. All right. There I am, folks. Now, had a little change here today. My hair's a little bit of a mess. I got some people working in my office, and so they took our blinds down. And so I've got these big windows in the back. They're facing west. I got the sun shining in. If I didn't put up that old tablecloth back there, the sun would be beaming in. You wouldn't be able to see my face. Might not be a bad idea. But anyway, you're there, we're here. I am here live, right? It's real live. And again, there's a questions box. Okay. All right. People coming in here from all over the place. Yeah, let me know where you're from, right? Put in the questions box where you're located here. Get some from Houston, Texas. And there's somebody from Montreal, Canada. And there's somebody else from New Jersey. Okay, New Jersey, Atlanta, Georgia, New York, Chicago, Houston, Connecticut, LA County, California, Utah, Indiana, Louisiana, Santa Barbara, California, Blanco, Texas, Mount Dora, Florida, Collingwood, Ontario. Larry, good to have you here. Newark, Michigan, Hickory, North Carolina, Alaska. Let me see who else. Jacksonville, Florida. Whoa, all over the place. All over the place. Joliet, Illinois. Okay. And Accra, Ghana. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know I'm not very photogenic, right? I'm really not. But I want to give you the candle. Not the candle, I want to give you the video so you can see what I'm doing here. All right, so again, welcome, and let's get started. Please use the questions box. You'll find, obviously, you'll find the questions box icon on your Zoom dashboard. Click on that. I'm the only one who sees that, so go ahead and say whatever you want. All right, here's what we're going to do tonight, folks. Going to give you a bit of an introduction, do the weekend review, right? I'm going to have a little beachside chat, who we are, how we can help you. We should say a little 2-minute videos, 2-minute tutorial. So we're going to give you a little, a lot of people like that 2-minute tutorial. Started this a while back and turned into a very popular kind of a little feature. So we got that we got that here going on today too. So a bit of a background on myself. A lot of new people online, so I'm just going to tell you what what I am, who I am, why you should listen to me. I've been doing this for a long time. Been doing this actually publicly since 2010. We're in our 15th year of teaching people how to trade options on SPY online. We've taught many, 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 many people, thousands of people around the world, and love to teach you too. And that's what we're all about, teaching you how to make money. Just had a really interesting interaction with one of our longtime clients, Sarah. We love her. We love Sarah to P. I think she's been around since I don't know if she's on or not. Let me just kind of scroll down here and see if Sarah is on. Sarah, I think Sarah's been with us what 2016 or something. And I was telling her, Aaron and I, we don't really have to do this. We don't have to teach. I mean, frankly, when you've made all the money you need, uh, you know, um, you don't actually have to always teach anymore. I mean, I can always go to the stock market and make whatever money I need and whatever, and just trade, right? A lot of people sometimes ask me, well, why do you bother teaching? Let me go back here. So, and same with Aaron. Aaron, and so we teach because we enjoy it. We get inspired by watching other people do well and make money, right? And it's very exciting to see that. Um, and you're right. We don't have to teach. We can just sit back and that I think that's what most other people do when they know how to make money. They just make money, right? They don't feel that need to tell other people. And we kind of feel very inspired by teaching other people. So, and you know what? It keeps us sharp too, because by us having to teach this material, we have to stay on top of our game, and therefore, keeps us sharp. So we really enjoy it. But I've got a background in corporate America in internal audit, but it was because my own financial advisor blew out half my account when I realized I have to learn how to do this myself, and that's when I got into the game here in a big way. Took a lot of courses, different things. Basically, most of what I teach is what I learned the hard way, what I call in the trenches. And I've been doing the real training. What we're looking at is short-term breakout trades for small gains. Do it multiple times a day, and you know what? It adds up. It adds up very nicely. Aaron is my co-host. He's not on tonight. Give him the day off here. But just to make sure, Aaron, are you on at all? I don't think so. He's not on. He actually comes from a little similar background, a little bit different though. He's kind of gone through this from a very early age. Back in high school, he dived into this technical analysis in a big way, and he's learned to trade. I think he actually opened up his first trading account, when he was like 17 years of age, which is unheard of. I mean, when I was 17, that uh, I knew a stock market existed, but I was never interested in that sort of stuff, right? I was more interested in hey, where are we going for the weekend, right? Where's the party going to be this weekend? That was my interests, right? And that kind of thing. But Aaron mastered this deep dive analysis in his teens, and he's worked as a technical analyst for a $150 million commodity fund before Eagle Financial Publications scooped him. That's right. We scooped him and put him into our trading room, and that's where he is right now. He lives in our trading room every morning, 9:20 to 10:30 Eastern Time. He identifies these excellent long-term, high probability trades, and then he tells us about it. And they seem to work very, very well. So we have a lot of experience between us. Between Aaron and myself, we have over 40 years of market participation. That's a long time. So it'd be in your best interest to tap our resources and listen to what we say, because I think we've learned a few things along the way. We don't proclaim to know everything, but about everything. We don't want to know everything about everything. All we want to know is how to make money. And if you want to learn all about the stock market, there's endless resources on everything you want to know about the stock market. But I don't think you really need to know that. What you're probably more interested in is just, how do I make money? Is that what you want? Then you're in the right place. That's what we do. We teach you how to make money. Anyway, folks, quick question here. Do you have any seed capital? I want to make sure that I don't have anybody online here who thinks they're going to turn $100 into $1 million in 3 weeks. Say that's not going to happen. Uh, but I just wondered if you have seed capital. Yes, Charles G, no, but I could have some. A lot of yeses. Okay, good. Good. That's what I want to see. I want to see. If you can't find $5,000, like if you don't have $5,000, you know, go find it. Borrow it. Borrow from your friends and family. Um, but listen to what we tell you so you don't lose it, right? Very important. So, and we'll get to the questions a little bit. All right, let's move on. We're gonna have a beachside chat. Use the questions box for that. I kind of want to know what your pain is, what your aspirations are, your goals, what some of your challenges are. Any thoughts? We're certainly going to address any questions you may have. I do want to keep this down to about an hour, so I don't want to keep you all night here. But there's a questions box. Of course, you get the icon on, which I think you've already found. It's on your Zoom dashboard. Click on that. And we'll get to that in a little bit right now. So just kind of hang around and enjoy the evening. Sort of a nice little Sunday night chat. All right, so here's the week in review. Here's what happened this last week. Kind of an interesting week. Monday was a low, no news day. Market shot up a little bit here, probably anticipation in what Fed Chair Powell was going to say in the next coming days. As soon as it ran up to that 556 resistance level, the sellers jumped in and wrestled it right back down again, down around 554 and change, and it kind of settled in just a little over where it opened up here. Kind of a relatively uneventful Monday, other than that swing that wrapped it up just a little over the opening price. Tuesday, a little bit different story. Day one of Fed Chair Powell's testimony. I think it was before the Senate Banking Committee or something. Created elevated volatility and had some wild swings in there. This is an hourly chart, so each candle represents 1 hour in time. But I think you'll find that there was actually some quite a bit of swinging and action in these prices. We ran from about I want to say 555 and a half up to about 550, 557 in a bit. A lot of activity there, but what happened was I guess Powell may have said something late in the afternoon that brought SPY down to its knees. But a little bit different story on day two of Fed Chair Powell's testimony. He inspired markets. I think the key was when he said something like, well, yes, we want to get inflation down to 2%, but we don't necessarily have to wait till inflation comes to 2% before we cut interest rates. So he was giving out hints that they would really like to get these interest rate cuts sooner rather than later. Still keep an eye on the data. But obviously he said something that shot the market up from what appears to be around just a little over 557, all the way to 561 and change. That was on Wednesday. Wednesday pre-market, or rather post-market, pre-market Thursday kept SPY high. In fact, it went up even higher to a new record on in pre-market here on Thursday morning. And then what happened was some of the stocks in the Magnificent Seven sold off. All right, the Magnificent Seven. Now this here is let me just get the list of what these are. These are mostly the tech stocks here. What? Okay, what are the Magnificent Seven stocks? They are Alphabet, which is Google, Amazon, Apple, Meta Platforms, which is Facebook, Microsoft, Nvidia, and Tesla. And I think that's the Magnificent Seven, right? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 stocks. Alphabet, Amazon, Apple, Meta Platforms, Microsoft, Nvidia, and Tesla. Together, these form a pretty big chunk of the S&P 500. So what happened was apparently what the story is that with news of an impending rate cut, this would inspire markets, and some of these stocks just had a big sell-off, thinking that this is as far as they're going to go for a little while. They want to put the money back into some of the big investors, put it back into mid-cap stocks, because while SPY lost some points in the S&P 500, the mid-cap actually gained, I think, 1.2%. Whereas SPY lost a couple points. But so the money shifted from some of these big cap, mostly tech stocks, to some of the mid-priced stocks. So that's kind of what drove the price down. And I think it went down about 7.5 points. Here it is right here. We fell quite a bit. All right, we fell quite a bit. And and it was quite a drop. And I know some people made some pretty good money on put options, right? And if you don't know what calls and puts are, let me know in the questions box. We'll quickly go over that. Right now, I'm kind of assuming that you're familiar with calls and puts, right? For those of you who are new, an option, right? If you expect the market to go up, you buy a call option. If you expect the market to go down, you buy a put option. Call up, put down. Funny names, I know, but anyway, we dropped quite a bit. Some people made some pretty good money. Sort of thought that might come, and I'll tell you why. Because what you see here is, let me see if I can just insert a drawing so that let me see how this works. I hope I can do this properly here. Let's use a white. So when you see this going up quickly like this, right? Then you'll often see a reversal very quickly, which is what we saw here the next day, right? And then, of course, with that massive drop again, the following day, which is Friday, back up again. I think the market really kind of liked the this lofty level way up here on 561, 562. Went to a new high, an all-time high of 563.67. That was on Friday afternoon. Um, so we did this big sell, this big trigger right here in early morning market here on Thursday, triggered a big sell off, and then we did see this rise here in pre-market on Friday, and I got really excited when I saw that. And I know some people were losing money in their put options. I said, hold on, this thing's going to go up. If you're interested, repair your trades. I showed them how to repair the trades. And I know some people made out like bandits on Friday. Some people were losing, they were losing a lot of money, but they stayed with it, stayed with it, stayed with it. They repaired the trades. Some didn't repair trades. Either way, they made their money, and then some. They're euphoric when at the end of the day, because the market shot right up. And I told them too, so don't be greedy. Once you get your profit, once you get your target price, get out, wait for the next trade, because you don't know where this thing's gonna drop back down. As it turned out, at the end of the day. We didn't go quite back to where we were, but we did drop from about 563 and a half down to 559 and a half. So we still had another $3 drop there, $4 drop. So it was a very interesting week. Very interesting with some really strong moves, and there's some opportunities to make money on a lot of that. And by the way, this move was a short-lived drop here, reversed quickly on the prospects of an interest rate cut, even though key inflationary indicators were mixed. We had CPI numbers, I believe, were better than expected, and PPI numbers that were a little weaker than expected. So we can review what happened. Inflation continues lower with 3% CPI. It's the lowest it's been since March of 2021. All right. Cooling economy, but positive growth. Record highs on both the S&P and the Nasdaq. And earnings season is also kicked off on Friday mostly with some banks reporting. And we're looking at year-over-year growth expected to be around 8.8% for Q2, which is the fastest pace since first quarter of 2022. Labor market continues to cool with unemployment rate of 4.1%, which is also good for anti-inflationary measures that are inspiring for the Feds to cut interest rates. And really, it's all about interest rates. Here's moderating inflation should allow the Feds to cut rates soon. This is from the Fed Reserve Bank of St. Louis and the June Fed Summary of Economic Projections. So this is how they expect the inflation to come down, and the Fed funds rate also to follow suit as inflation returns down to that 2%, which they're expecting. It looks like, pretty far out, maybe 2026. This last mile seems to be the hardest, right? It's like when you're running a marathon, you can run the first 24 miles, but that last mile, man, that's the toughest, right? Now, I've never run a marathon, but just from what friends tell me. So I don't think I will be running a marathon anytime soon. It's not for me. I applaud the people that do that, but I say to them, be careful. I don't know why. I always say running is healthy, but then why do they have all these ambulances parked, especially at the finish line? They look at me like, you're right, you're on to something. Here's what the indices did. Indexes, however you want to say. The S&P is up 0.9% this week, 17.7% year to date. The Nasdaq, 22.6% year to date. Again, fueled by the heavy tech savvy stocks, right? The tech stocks, Magnificent Seven. The Dow Jones up 6.1%. Good mix of all kinds of stocks. That's what that's all about. Seasonally, here's what this looks like. For those unfamiliar, this is a seasonal chart. The blue line is where SPY is now. The red line is a composite of the last 5 years closing price on the daily charts. All right, here's what we did as we zoom in a little bit closer. This is what we did here. Seasonally, SPY rose about 1 point last week. Seasonally, SPY rose about 5 points the following week if you go back to 5 years. So we're looking at still moving upstream here. We're looking at going to the upside, even though SPY is at this lofty level, record highs. But if things follow suit to the way they did 5 years ago, for the last 5 years, I should say, that just might happen that way. One of the reasons I'm thinking this is going to continue is because we are ramping up earnings season, and we're going to take a look at that. So Monday, Empire State, New York State, it's the same thing, manufacturing index. Fed Chair Powell actually speaks on Monday as well, and he is going to be speaking. Where did I had it here? I had it here a second ago. Where's he going to be speaking? Let's see. Let me just pull that up here. I've got a lot of things going on here. He is going to be speaking at the Economic Club of Washington, D.C. All right, that's what he's going to be doing. So his words do resonate with the market. His words do resonate. So you're going to want to pay attention to what he says. I'm sure he's going to be reiterating some of the material that he disseminated at the meetings on this last week, Tuesday and Wednesday. Earnings, we've got Goldman Sachs, BlackRock. They're the big ones on Monday. And Tuesday, we've got some retail sales numbers coming out. Earnings include Bank of America, Charles Schwab, Morgan Stanley, State Street Bank, United Health. Wednesday, we've got some housing numbers, building permits, housing starts. Earnings, including Johnson & Johnson. We have U.S. Bank, Core, Kinder Morgan, Las Vegas Sands, United Airlines, Alcoa. These are going to be all reporting earnings on Wednesday. Thursday, we've got unemployment claims coming out. Philly Fed Manufacturing Index. Earnings include Netflix, Abbott Labs, Intuitive Surgical, and M&T Bank. And on Friday, another no news day, but we do have earnings from Schlumberger or Schlumberger, however you want to pronounce that. Halliburton, Fifth Third Bancorp. Didn't they make the news recently? I think the Fifth Third Bank was, I'm pretty sure. They got fined for something I can't remember. Don't quote me on that. And AutoNation, that's on Friday. Bottom line, folks, elevated volatility on Monday, on Thursday as well. Moderate volatility on Tuesday and Wednesday, and lower volatility on Friday. Now, this is according to the scheduled news items that we have, okay? Sometimes they throw in some unscheduled news that you're going to see. And now, of course, we have the situation with Trump getting shot. Not sure how that is going to affect the stock market. We're going to see how that rolls out tomorrow morning. But fortunately, he was just braised. Interestingly enough, yeah, 1 millimeter over, and he may not be here, right? It was amazing, and kudos to the Secret Service and the people that got the sniper real fast. They hesitated in no time at all. They turned that one down real fast. So I'm pretty sure they're going to tighten security to all the events now. So anyway, as far as the market is concerned, trade small, trade often, trade to the upside. I would say trade to the upside. Take a look at some of my own trades here. I did a couple of trades on Friday. This one's using Thinkorswim, Schwab Thinkorswim. Now I didn't put in here how many contracts I traded. I don't want to reveal that information. How much money I put into these trades is something I want to keep close to my chest. You know what I'm saying? Because here's what used to happen. Sometimes I was saying cough here. I would tell people how much I traded, and I had some people some people that were trading, $100,000 at a shot, they would say, "Oh, wait a second here. You're only trading 20 or 30 or $50,000. Oh, why am I taking any instruction from such a novice like yourself?" Then they would leave. Other people would say, "Well, wait a second. I'm only trading one or two contracts. You're trading 10, $20,000 at a time. You're beyond my scope. So then they would leave because they didn't feel that they were part of, in my league or whatever you want to call it. So it doesn't matter how much you trade, whether you're trading one contract or 1,000 contracts, the percentages are all the same. Now, of course, you understand that if you're trading one or two contracts, you're going to get lunch money out of it all, right? You're not going to make hundreds and hundreds of dollars here, thousands of dollars, because you've only got, uh, $200 invested in this trade, right? It's all a matter of percentages. The more obviously you invest, the more you're going to make. That's just obviously you know that. But here's a little but let's say you just invested 10 contracts in this trade that I did Friday. We would have got in here at 9:33, out at 9:52. I was in that trade for how many minutes is that? What's that, about 19 minutes? 19 minutes. If this was 10 contracts, you'd have been in this thing for $3,240. You'd have gained $220. Now, if you extrapolate, it's not a lot of money, I get it, right? A couple $100. But if you extrapolate this over the course of the year, you're still looking at $57,000, which I believe is a little bit more than the average U.S. Wage, right? Which is not bad. Here's the thing: I was done before 10 o'clock in the morning. I was done at 9:52. I was done, gone. And this is using Thinkorswim. And we simply got into this using I believe this was our bread and butter, sort of a scalp trade. Got into the bread and butter strategy, and it worked very well. It worked very well. So we're very, very happy with this. And um, yeah, it just it was a good trade. Now I did do another trade. I did do another trade. The next trade I did here was let me go over here. I think there's something I want to get rid of here. Okay, let's just move on here. I want to get rid of this too. Okay. Okay, I don't like all these little numbers on here. Okay. I also did another trade on Tasty Trade. So I traded on I used both programs, Schwab, Thinkorswim, and also Tasty Trade. And again, I pulled out how many contracts I traded on this one. Same thing. Now this one I got in later. I got in after the trading room. I bought the 561 call options at 12.52. I paid $3.06 for them, and I sold them 2 minutes later for $3.20. So I picked up 14 cents. If this would have been 10 contracts, that would have been $140, $3,060 invested, and that would have brought in here um, $36,400 yearly if you extrapolate this over the course of the year. So what do I do here? So two trades, 36,000, and the one before that was what, 57. If I extrapolate this over the course of the year, that's a little over $93,000. And this one too, I was done before most people finish their lunch by 1 o'clock, 12:52 as a matter. Sorry, 12:54 I was done, and enjoyed the rest of the afternoon, right? Done in 2 minutes. And that's how easy it is to trade. When you know what to do, when you know what to look for, when you know how to control your emotions, when you have capitalization, when you understand the system, when you understand the market, it's not that difficult making money. I got to tell you, it's a very rewarding feeling, being able to beat the market, right? Very excited about that. Folks, many opportunities. The market gives you opportunities all day long. We teach you how to spot them and how to trade them. That's what we do. How can we help? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. We have a trading room. If you are not familiar with our trading room, you probably should be. This is a live teach and trade workshop we do every single morning during the market hours. Aaron and myself, we moderate this. This is where our strategies come alive every morning, 9:20 to 10:30. So what are the strategies? Well, we've got our scalping strategy. We've got our OMG, which is short for out of the morning gate. It's a breakout strategy we use. We have our bread and butter strategy that we demonstrate. We go back later on and look at the pick of the day. That is a separate subscription. So you can actually subscribe to the pick of the day, which is separate from the trading room. So if you get the pick of the day, you will get the pick that we are interested in trading before 9:30, somewhere between 9, usually around 9:15, 9:10, 9:15. It lands in your inbox, maybe a few minutes later. It's a particular option that is designed to be purchased at the market open. So what you do is there, you just wait a few seconds until the bid-ask spread settle in nice and tight, and then you simply buy it if it's going your direction. If it's going against you, you just wait for the turnaround on the 1 minute chart, then buy it and simply put it up for sale for 6% profit target and walk away, come back later, the money's in your account. Usually it actually fills quite quickly. Usually we're in that not much more than a couple of minutes, few minutes, right? But we've got the other strategies and we discuss all kinds of things. The strategies, we talk about how to identify support and resistance. We look at chart patterns, very important chart patterns. We look at Fibonacci. We talk about that. We talk about various Thinkorswim configurations, how to set it up. By the way, I should tell you, okay, and I didn't make this into an announcement, I don't think, and I wanted to. I'll have to put that in there. Couple of things, couple announcements. One is that we do have a workshop coming up, and I apologize, I didn't note this in my PowerPoint, but on July the 30th, a couple weeks out, so you'll be seeing some promotions on that. July the 30th at 11:30 Eastern Time. 11:30 Eastern Time, we are going to have a workshop, special workshop on how to set up Schwab Thinkorswim. All the indicators that we use, the complete configuration, how we have Thinkorswim set up, you are going to be taught how to do that. You can come along, probably best to budget an hour and a half for that. And I think it's going to be a webinar really well worth it because if you're using the same tools we use, just makes life so much easier, right? Just makes life so much easier. And this way you don't have to second guess, "Oh, what are those indicators they're using? Well, how are they doing that? How do I get how do I get the white space on the end of these charts and to the upside, to the downside? How do all these little tricks? So we're going to teach you all kinds of little tricks, tips, traps on Thinkorswim. I should tell you, Thinkorswim is a very, 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 very powerful program. And by far, most of it we don't use. We only use what we need to make money. And we are going to impart that very important knowledge to you. That's going to be on Tuesday, July the 30th at 11:30 Eastern Time. You'll want to mark that on your calendar. Watch for the promotions on that, and you'll want to get in on that one. So don't miss that. The other thing I want to tell you is to join us on our, here's how you get that. Just go to the website, DayTradeSPY. Little pop-up is going to come on. We leave your email address, and you'll want to get our newsletters called Spy in the Market, which will be delivered to your inbox every Thursday morning. And you're going to get that. Okay. And I think it's really pretty cool. It's about a 2 or 3 minute read. I think you'll kind of enjoy it. Sort of a light reading, and it's sort of entertaining as well. And I think you'll really enjoy it. There's a lot of good gems in the Spy in the Market newsletter. Okay, so you want to get that. All right, so our strategies come alive in the trading room. You can learn and earn. Okay, and I'm not gonna be shy about this. Aaron and I, having done this for many, many years, we've become very good at it. So I like to say we're the best because I don't know anybody better. All right, so we know what we're doing. At least we think we do. We make money, and isn't that what it's all about? And the people that we teach, the ones that learn it, are making money as well. So if you want to learn how to make some serious money on the stock market, you got to be here. And see, here's the thing: the stock market's like it's like a university that you're never going to graduate out of. That's why we don't give you diplomas, because the market is always changing. There are always new and exciting things affecting the market. There's as long as I've been doing this, I could safely say no 2 days are ever the same. Every day is different. Every day I wake up and I'm excited to come to work, right? Trading, and it's just very exciting. So learn and earn from them. And these sessions are also interactive, just like this. You will be able to interact with Aaron and myself every morning, get your questions answered in real time while the market is on. It's pretty cool. It's also very exciting trading. All right, we teach what we trade and we trade what we teach. I can't tell you how important that is. And I don't know, I've been to many courses in the past where the presenter is teaching us stuff, but they don't actually trade themselves. And I used to ask these presenters, so Mr. Presenter, you trade this yourself? And do you know they always said, oh, no, no, I'm just a presenter. I don't trade. I'm just a presenter. So, well, thank you for your honesty. So you're telling me that I should trade my hard-earned dollars, but you don't have the confidence in your system to trade your own money. Thank you very much. I'd fold up my books and I'm out of there. Once they even asked me to leave, I said, "Hey, no problem." I couldn't believe it. But no, no, we teach what we trade and we trade what we teach. It's very simple. No, nothing out of the ordinary there. You can watch us make some real trades, real setups using real money, or a lot of our trades are simulated as well. So we have simulated and real monies as well, real money trades as well. And you can ask questions, get them answered in real time. I mean, how cool is that? Who else does that? It's kind of like having a mentor with you every single morning. All right, we got that we know the longest running live trading room since 2010, and that is 15 years. 15 years. So I don't know why anybody would not want to be in the trading room. And if you are one of those people who are sitting on the fence, wondering if you should get in the trading room or not, and even if you can't be on there every day, let's say you can only be on there 2 or 3 days a week, that's still awesome. All right, not a word I like to use loosely, but that's actually really, really good because you're going to get information. You're going to get some really valuable information in the trading room, and of course, encouragement as well. Right? You're going to get confidence. You're going to know to stay in trade. I'm going to give you an example. Let me just go back a bit here. Let me go back here. Where is it? Where's that chart? In the trading room, where is it? Right here. Where is it? Where to go? Right here. In the trading room, right? And I wonder if I can remove some of these. I don't know if I can remove some of these drawings, but this whole area here, I'm gonna see if I can do a drawing here. Let me see if this all works. Drawing tools. Okay. Gonna use this yellow. When the market went down like this, people were saying, "Oh, that doesn't look too good, does it?" When the market dropped like this, that's not good either. You know how hard it is to draw with a mouse? Okay, right around here. Let's try this way. When the market dropped that day, you know how many people were all upset that were sitting in call options? We were barraged with emails and stuff coming. Oh my gosh, here we're gonna die. We're gonna rot in the vine. We're gonna this. We're gonna. I said, hold on, don't worry about it. First of all, your options expire when? Next Friday? So you had like 9 days, I don't know, 8 or 9 days. Let's just hold on. This is a news-driven item. At that time, I didn't know what the news was, but obviously it was something that drove the market in a really big way. I said it'll find support. It always does. It always finds support. And the buyers are going to start coming in, and the buyers are going to inspire other buyers, and this will come up. And those people, I did have a couple of people who said they sold, they took a big hit, they took a loss, and oh, Hugh, you're talking about 40% stop loss? I said, no, no, we have to give a stop loss because that's what the bosses said. However, I don't use stop losses, and I would not use a stop loss on this because I said I'm going to come out and make some money in this, and we did, because here, whenever you see this, I get excited because right over here, it came right back up again. And and those people that stayed with it, they made money. And that's exactly what we did. We encouraged them to stay with it. And the ones that did made a lot of decent money. Okay. And I think that's really important. So the trading room, folks, the trading room, that's really where you want to be, right? The trading room here. So let me just move back up here real quick, forward looking, bottom line. Okay, we got all that done. Okay, so that's where you want to be. That's what you want. The trading room, why would you want to, why would you not want this, right? And I think that's kind of exciting. So now you're going to say, well, it costs money. Oh, did you expect it for free? If we gave it to you for free, you would not appreciate it and you would still lose. But if you put money into it, if you put skin in the game, right? If you put skin in the game, then you will appreciate it. Now, my question is, if it's $699 for 3 months, if you do the math, it works out to about $10 a day. Can you afford not to subscribe to this? I sure can't. When I looked at this, I thought, wow, this is really compelling. I want to sign up. Then, well, hang on a second. You can't do that. You're the one presenting it. You already do this. But look, $6.99 for 3 months. Let that sink in, folks. $10 a day. What's that? A Subway sandwich? I don't even know. That might not even be a Subway sandwich. I think maybe a Subway sandwich might even cost more. I don't know. But let me just do this drawing here. Let me see if I can do this here. A pink? How about a red one? How about a red one? Look at this. Okay, there we go. $6.99 for 3 months. What a deal. Look at that. I was able to connect the dots there. Are you kidding me? Now, I'm going to tell you something. If you go to the website, here's the funny thing about this whole thing that we're talking about. If you go to the website, I believe you'll get a really good deal. I mean, it's a deal at any cost because you're going to learn, right? You're going to learn this stuff. Where is it? Trading right here. Subscribe now, I believe. It's like $3,900 a year, but you don't have to buy for a year. In fact, I even encourage you to just try for 3 months. Try for 3 months. But how do you get the 3 months? There's no link here. There's no link here for 3 months. They're pushing for the yearly thing. It's because they sort of have to. I don't know, some rules or something out there. But if you contact customer service, right? Contact customer service right here. So write to customer service at DayTradeSPY and just say, I am interested in the trading room for $6.99 for 3 months. You got it? And they'll send it back to you, say, yes, you're on. Yes, you're on. Here, give me your credit card or whatever, right? So I think for the inexpensive price of only $10 a day for the trading room is something you would not want to miss. All right, you would not want to miss. Personally, I'm not keen on, you know, on hosting it for $10 a day. If there's one person on or even 100, I would say, I don't know. But those fine folks over at Eagle are really determined to get as many people online as inexpensively as possible so that you can learn how to trade profitably, make some serious money, get some lifestyle changes, live the dream. They all want you to live the dream, right? And that's really what it's all about. Okay, let me get to some questions here just so that we don't, hold you up all night. We've got about 15 minutes left. And I'm going to just scroll right back to the top. Okay, how is Lucy? Thank you for asking. Lucy is my Bernese Mountain Dog. Last week she had a bad day, and my daughter ended up taking her because where we live it's a little tougher. It's very hilly. She needed so my daughter took her where it's flat, and she is doing better. She's got some supplements that are giving her a little strength, and we had her fitted with a body harness so we can help her walk. She's getting old. She's 12 years old, and this breed lives 6 to 8 years of age. So the way we look at it, we've got something like 50 to 100% extra and years on her. So we want to make sure we try and keep her a little longer as much as possible. We love her so much. So thanks for asking. But she's doing okay. She's doing okay. So a little tough for her, but we'll see what happens. So. Yes, some folks in Texas, because of the weather down there, blew out some internet. So sorry to hear that there, Bob, the math guy. Okay. All right, some other questions here. Wow, wow, wow. Scrolling down here, we got hundreds of questions, hundreds of questions. Yeah, that weather was crazy, huh? That was just crazy stuff here. How soon after the market opens should one enter the pick of the day? I think I mentioned that. So the pick of the day is designed to be bought at the market open. So let's say it's a call option. So you want to wait just a few seconds for the bid-ask spread to settle in when they're 2-3 cents apart from each other, and the market is pushing to the upside. You buy right then and there. Okay, now if it's going against you, wait until it starts turning back around on the 1 minute candle, then buy. Pick of the day is anchored in time. So what we're saying is that the markets go up and they go down. If we see the market going up sometime during the day, buy it at the beginning of the day, put it up for sale, you should get your profits. That's kind of what that's all about. All right, Douglas T. Congratulations, nearly doubled $2,000 since June the 3rd. Had a couple losses, but so you're gonna have some losses. That's part of the game, right? That's part of the game. That's not, I mean that's the way this works. It's not, you're not gonna have if anybody ever tells you they never lose, they're lying to you. All right. Um, and yes, I have losses too. Not very often. I don't even trade as much as I used to, but um, I uh, I do uh, I do have some losses. Well, here's a question here. You have the losing trade experience. Do you have any estimate of how many are stopped out at your suggestion of 40%? Okay, so this last week, all right, with this last week, what happened was actually I think there were, I don't know if it was one or two that had a stop loss, which I abhorred because, and I told people in the trading room that if it was me, I would not put the stop on because I believe the market's going to come back and take us out. So in one of the trades we're in puts, the market went up, but had they waited, so I think that might have been the one with the 40% stop took you out. But I suggested, listen, it's gone up. I believe it's going to come back down again. It's going to come back down. And here's why, whatever the explanation was. And when you know the next day the market dropped, those puts would have come in a nice profit. Those people that stayed with it, they made some money. Congratulations. They did very well. And I lost my bell. So I got to give them credit for sticking with it. I do manage my positions, but a stop is not the way to go for me. All right. I think if you are a newbie and you might not have that confidence in the market or your analysis or whatever, you might be better off with a stop. So we've been saying use the 40%. So, all right, Mike G, congratulations. Love the pick of the day. 11 consecutive days, 7+% successful trades. And have disciplined myself to have not made any mistakes during the stretch. Hope to keep it going. Way to go, Mike. All right, is the Thinkorswim webinar set up for registration? Mark is asking. I don't believe they set out the marketing for that yet. Watch for that. It will be coming in the coming days. If you have not received any marketing for that, say by July I want to say the week before, let me know. Watch for it, but let me know, and I will make sure that you get the registration. I think we'll probably be talking about it next week. All right. So yeah, a lot of people asking about Lucy. You will know when Lucy passes. I will be devastated. When we have to I don't know, I didn't want to say it, but when Lucy leaves us, it'll be a very devastating time, and I will let you know. So, and thank you for asking for that. It's tough to have. You know what? I don't care what anybody says. Some people say, well, "That's a dog. It's a dog." You know what? A dog is a member of your family. Dog is a member. A good dog. A good dog is a member of your family, and that's just how you leave with that. Okay. Okay. What are the vertical black bars on my chart? Uh, I don't know what the vertical black bars. I don't know, Tom. Um, Not really sure. I'm not going to go back and check it. So they probably don't mean much. I don't know what the vertical black bars on my chart. I don't know. Okay. How do you set the OMG lines just before opening? We look at our support and resistance numbers that we identify right around that 9:30 mark, and that's when we set them up. And then the first 5-minute candle to close outside of those support or resistance lines, that is the direction that we're going to go for a 6% profit target. When is the next 2 to 10K challenge? I don't know. We are starting to talk about that. I would say probably around, I'm guessing maybe September. Watch for that. It'll probably be September. And what we did there is we took 2,000 turned into $10,000 in 3 months. I think it was 3 months, was it? Yeah, 3 months. It worked the first two times. The third time, didn't work out well. But there's some issues with the third one. So, how do you repair a trade? We go over that in the trading room. We'll go over that in the trading room. Make sure you're part of the trading room. Then we're going to go and discuss how to repair trades. Any effect from Trump's shooting on Monday? I don't know. We're gonna wait and see tomorrow. See how the pundits spin it and see what they say. Right now, I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. Okay. Rod picked up 20% on a recent trade. Good to see that. Do you have any videos on Thinkorswim? Uh, um, I think there's an old video on Thinkorswim. Even if you have the video on Thinkorswim, you want to join in that session because it's going to probably have some new material on there as well. So that is going to be very good. You're going to want that. So really for like not a lot of money, it's going to be well worth it. So Doug T made some money before it went down. Congratulations on that. Okay. Okay. Tom J says 6.99 for 3 months is perhaps a day to a week of profit. At least 12 more weeks of profit. It's a good deal. Oh my gosh. Really, 6.99 for 3 months. Are you kidding me? Sure wish I had that when I was learning this stuff. Let me tell you, I would have jumped all over it. And knowing what I know, I'd gladly pay 10 times that. Knowing what I know, I'd gladly pay 10 times that. All right. How do you determine support and resistance levels for reversal trading? Again, we'll show you that in the trading room. All right. I'm not seeing how to get to your chat. Okay, Bill, find the questions box. Should be on your Zoom dashboard. You may have to click on more. I don't know if you don't see it. Should be somewhere on the dashboard, the little quick Q&A box, questions box. I don't know how yours is set up. Well, sometimes they have different configurations. Not really sure. How much experience do you need to be in the trading room to be useful and be without being totally lost? Jai, thank you for that. So good question. How much experience do you need to be in the trading room? Look, if you know what calls and puts are, you belong there. That's all. Basic options 101. Now, if you don't know what calls and puts are, all right, then we have to set you up with a little bit of training, some rudimentary training so that you know you know what we're talking about because I don't want you to be lost. And but really, if you know what calls and puts are, you're absolutely fine in the trading room. What I would recommend there is just get in the trading room, stay with it, even if you don't understand a lot of what's going on, you'll quickly pick it up. And the longer you are in the trading room, the better trader you're going to be. That's just the easiest way. That's just the way it is, right? Okay. And how do you figure which one you want to buy, a call or a put? Julio or Julio, well, that's something that we actually teach again in the trading room. A lot of these things. Um, and okay, I've been interested in your services, but still do not understand the differences between them. Is there someone I can talk to with to determine the best fit for me? Yes, Mike K. Contact customer service at DayTradeSPY. Maybe mention that to them. A gentleman by the name of Grant will contact you and discuss it with you. Okay. Try and talk to Grant. He is familiar with everything. He will get into that whole all the differences in our various services and whatnot. So okay. Yes, the session on Thinkorswim will be recorded. Even if you can't get to it, you'll want to I want to get the recording of it. Folks, I'm going to just jump over here real quick to the 2-minute tutorial. Very simple tonight. 2-minute tutorial. Why set a daily goal? This is a question that comes up every now and then. Well, they say, well, I'm making money trading. I made 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 good trades. Why do you want me to stop trading? Okay, so here's the way it works. It's a mental thing, right? Good trading is between the ears, all right? So here's what happens. You have a good trade. What's the next thing you want to do? You want to get back in another trade, right? Why not? You're hot, right? You're going. And you get a second trade, you get a third trade. And maybe that third or the fourth trade could be the fifth trade. One of those trades you keep going and going, and one of those trades is going to turn against you. Now, whether the market turns against you or whether you miss an indicator or whatever reason, but it's like, and I don't want to ever compare this to gambling at a casino because it's not. However, if you go to a casino and you play the slot machine and you win, what do? You keep playing. I mean, it's just natural. You want to keep playing. Oh my gosh, I want some money. I got to keep putting those dollar bills or dollars or whatever, coins or whatever they give you, right? Pull the slot again, and you keep going, keep going. Well, you're going to keep going until you hit that bad trade that's going to take you into the overnight, into tomorrow. You might have to repair it. You might take a loss. You're going to be stressed out. Um, I mean, not every trade is going to be a winner. So the way I look at it, if you set a daily goal and you hit your goal, right? Put it up on a spreadsheet, put it up in your plan. You should have a trading plan, right? Whereby you've got your budgets. When you hit your budgets, right? Um, you're done for the day. You're done for the day. Go do something else. Come back tomorrow, right? I find that most of my money is best made in the morning, early on. And oftentimes you get into afternoon trading, and it's pretty tough to make your 6% or 5% or 8% or 10%. It's not that easy. Whether it's a volatility issue, I don't know, but I just find that most of the market makes its move in the morning. And if you can make your money in the morning, those 1 or 2 hours in the morning, right? Go on, do something else, wrap it up, save some money for somebody else, if you overtrade, you're going to regret it. I can assure you that happened to me many, many times before I got wise. I said, you know what? I had a profit target today of $500. I made 600. Why do I keep trading? Because I'm hot? Yeah, I could have made 7. Sometimes I even made 8. But there was too many times when my profit target was 500, and then I ended up the day going up to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I ended up the day in a lost position. If this ever happened to you, let me know, because it happened to me way too many times. And I say, wait a second, I had my profit target. Why did I keep trading? Right? When you lose your car keys, you look for them, and then when you find them, you stop looking. Why would you keep trading? Let me know if that ever happened to you. All right. Question, Menard, the 699 3 months, does it renew automatically? Yes. So here's the thing with that 699, as I understand it, right? It's an automatic renewal. Okay. Thank you for that, Rob. I'm just joined. Okay. Yeah, let me know. Oh yeah, Rob said, yeah, it happened. Oh yeah. I think it's human nature, this over trading stuff. It's no joke. It's no joke. Um, it's happened to me more times than I care to remember. And for that reason, I suggest don't overtrade. With that, folks, I'm going to thank you for joining us. We are going to wrap it up here and call it a night. The recording is going to go out, or at least be available on the website probably tomorrow. And as always, it's been a pleasure. Good night, everybody.
And the sun, be great at what you do, give it all of you, and trust the process and keep your eyes on the prize. I can tell you what I'm seeing, you